everybody, this is Nay here. I have some, encouraging whatever for you today. Yes, I am wearing a trash bag because it was storming, raining today, and as I left the hospital from clinicals, I had to use anything that was available to me to keep me from getting soaking wet. So I got a trash bag from the hospital and I turned it into a human poncho, and you know what? It kept me dry. I improvised and it kept me dry. And so what I'm talking about today, it just kind of made me think of things from a spiritual perspective, but also coming from nursing school, from a nursing school student perspective, and the stress that comes with that. And I thought of the scripture, Jeremiah 29:11. It says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a hope in a future. And just improvising, how sometimes you have all these difficulties and thunderstorms in life that wreck your plans. You have plans that I might do this, and that, and then something comes around and just totally ruins your plans. So what do you do when that happens? You improvise. And some steps with improvising, the first thing is just knowing that, like the scripture in Jeremiah 29:11 says, that it's going to work out for your good. And then the second step is to know that, give yourself some grace and know what, I did the best that I could do. So I'm going to give myself some grace. I'm not going to stress too much about it. I'm going to give myself some grace. And then the third step is just to celebrate the wins that you do have. So for me, this week was such a busy week. We had stuff to do every day this week. And then I also have a test Monday. My plan from last week was to study every day all the way through this week so that I could be super prepared for my test on Monday. Well, that did not happen because we had clinical yesterday, we have clinical today, we have class all day on Tuesday. I have paperwork due from my med surge from yesterday. I have mental health paperwork due today for my mental health unit. I have all these different things done. I didn't get a chance to study every day like I wanted to. Now I'm going to still study, but I didn't get a chance to study every day like I wanted to. But I have to celebrate the wins, because even though I didn't necessarily follow my plan exactly to the T, I still had wins on those days. I was doing assignments and paperwork. I was working and taking care of work stuff. I was tending to wifely duties and mom duties and taking care of those things. I still was tending to my business. Even though my plan of studying every day didn't go through, I still was tending to my business, and I still had some victories and some wins. So I extend myself some grace and celebrate those wins that I did have. And sometimes that's just kind of how it happens. You go through life, you have to know that it's gonna be all right. And to give yourself some grace and improvise when you need to improvise. So like I turned this, and you're using the resources around you. So I didn't have an umbrella. I used a trash bag, and it kept me dry. That's how it is sometimes. And you can improvise. But when I think of, for us as improvising as Christians and using our resources around us, our resource is God. So just trusting God when you're going through a difficult time in life or whatever, or going through a busy stuff and you feel like your plans aren't being achieved, or, whatever the case may be, use the resource that you have as a Christian is God. So just using his word, knowing that it's going to work out for my good, extending myself some grace because I know I'm doing the best that I can do, and celebrating the victories that I do have. Because every day you're working on something, you accomplishing something, and that's a small victory that's going to get you to your goal or help you to accomplish your plans or whatever it may be. So God bless. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay, The Rated Nurse Nay, on Instagram and on YouTube. And I hope you guys have a blessed one. Peace. Happy studying to those who having to study this weekend, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Bye.